From period dramas to psychological thrillers, is there anything Amanda Seyfried can't do? She's currently starring in Housemaid, which is in cinemas all across the country, and coming very soon is The Testament of Anne. She sings, she dances, she loses her mind, and she's incredible in this film. So let's find out more from Amanda. The last time I saw you was at the Golden Globes party at London Film Festival, and you said, if you're constantly changing the game, then nobody can catch you. I love that.
I said that, yeah. Okay, cool. I backed that up.
Yeah, Housemaid, and now The Testament of Anne. You have backed it up.
It's been a specifically challenging marketing press tour.
You having fun?
I have as much fun as I possibly can have between bouts of jet lag, but I miss my family a lot, but it was always fun to be with the people that I made these movies with.
How's Finn?
He's nice. He's very old. Yeah, we lost some animals the same week I left, and he's so old that I'm like, please don't die when I leave. But I just literally 20 minutes ago got a picture from my caretaker of the farm of a new donkey that we had just rescued.
Congrats.
Because his friend died, a 42-year-old friend. And usually we get animals whose companions have left the earth. And so he's just lonely, and now he just came to our farm.
Oh, Mama's going to come
20 minutes ago.
Watch this, and all my friends are like, Max, explain. I'm like, there's music, there's drama, but it's not a musical, guys, so I don't want you thinking you're going to go in there. It's just jazz hands. I think it's really daring and fearless for you to make something like this. What were the challenges, aside from getting the money, raising the money for people to believe in the project?
Well, I wanted it to be I wanted it to be a grand story. I wanted it to be an epic story. Anne Lee deserved an epic story. She crossed an ocean and she created one of the largest utopian societies in American history. So that's how the story had to be told. But I didn't have the budget to do so. So I had to really spend a lot of time with my collaborators on figuring out clever ways of having the film be as expansive and as big and as epic as the story deserved to be. So that was really the big challenge. But we worked hard on it, and we made a really solid plan, and we relied on a lot of old-fashioned techniques, like our traditional hand-painted, matte-painted set extensions, for example, versus modern, very expensive CG builds, which is a combination of model work and just people pretending like they're on a ship.
Love that.
And me throwing buckets of water on Amanda off screen. So it's a combination of these things. It's very, but they used to make films this way.
Can you put that behind the scenes video up at some point? I'd like to see you throwing water.
Yeah. I told this lovely Swedish man to throw a bucket of water above her head, and he was like, right, on her head. And he just went straight in her face.
Oh my God. Testament of Anne Lee, congratulations.
Thanks.
It is bold, it is everything. This is what I want to ask you. 17th century, there was a woman that was abused, arrested, all this stuff. She stuck to her guns in what she believed in, and she went all out. In your own life, you're quite an outspoken, passionate person. Do you ever worry about saying something that you really passionately believe in because you're like, oh God, how are people going to react? You do. Okay.
Of course.
I
don't think about it. It does sometimes. But honestly, if I can't stand by it, and it's not my fault if the press or people who are in fear, whatever they're going through, are going to misconstrue it. That's not up to me. That's not my problem. It does create really, really jarring and kind of harmful headlines, and bad publicity, like whether I'm right or not. It scared me a little bit this year. I was like, wow, okay, that's where we are, huh? But I think at the end of the day, most people have responded to me in a way that feels like I should probably just continue to be honest and kind of outspoken, because the people that I love, the people I look up to, like Jane Fonda, for instance, would say, fuck that, stand your ground, because people are dying. They are in every country all the time, it seems like there's fucking trouble everywhere, but when it comes to your own country, you're like, oh, Jesus, we have a lot to do. And I am part of that.
I'm wondering, in your own life, whether it's professionally or personally, has there been a moment where you really passionately either wanted to advocate for yourself or for a cause or another person, but there was this level of, the reaction, what I might get if I say this or I do this?
Yes, I think that happens all the time. If you're a woman, woman of color, probably even more so, because you don't want to be perceived as a drag, or as people have negative associations with the word feminist, which is absurd, because I think most people are feminists. Most rational people want equality for all, but being perceived as preachy or it's just people don't find it necessarily attractive. So yes, every time when you're talking about these topics, a little part of you will always say, oh well, maybe I should try to be liked instead of being listened to. So but then you just have to let go of all that, because truly just telling stories is such an immense privilege. My job is such a privilege. So even though I work damn hard to make these movies and they're almost impossible to get off the ground.
Well, bravo. I'm one of those people. Keep speaking. We need it.
When you have kids,
I know. But you
it's
do it
hard.
beautifully.
Like
and
you see the threats that are happening in our government. People are being threatened left and right, and you don't know what threats are real or not. And that's the struggle. I live a small life on a farm. This is my big life. That's my small life. How do I separate the two? And the truth is, you can't. We're all human beings, and we all some of us have a harder time dealing with other people's pain. Some of us are more compassionate. Some of us don't let fear lead us as much as others, and there's no judgment there. It's just that, like, what's it going to take? And we're all a part of it.
I hear you. We're all doing our best.
It's just fucking struggle. Yes. So that's why I'm going to think about Andrew and my Fenny dog.
Keep being loud and proud. Love you. Lovely to meet you. Congratulations
nice to meet you.
with the film. Thank you.
Thank you.